Hello, people. It is that time of the month again. I'm Thomas LeBlanc.
And I'm Tranna Winter. Welcome to an all-new episode of Lucky Stars. We are your astro-pop guides, walking you through the entire zodiac by roasting the celebrities born under each sun sign. And this season is all about Aquarius.
Aquarius season. This is pretty exciting. Aquarius is a pretty exciting sign. It covers the time period between January 20th and February 18th. Aquarius is actually an air sign. This is not a water sign, and it's ruled by the planet Uranus.
I have to say, I love that astrologers today have found all new pronunciations for Uranus because no one wants to say Uranus. Like, I've heard astrologers call it Uranus, Uranus. Like, it's Uranus. People just deal with it.
Uranus is the planet of revolution. It's the planet of breaking rules. It's a really electrifying planet. Aquarius is the 11th sign of the zodiac, so that means it's ruled by the 11th house, the house of society, interacting with other people, and also challenging norms. So you'll see Aquarius is all about challenging the status quo.
Before we get to our Aquarian celebrities, let's take a closer look at some of the key Aquarius traits. Now, Aquarians are actually known to be the humanitarians of the zodiac, which I found really surprising because I feel like every Aquarius that I've ever known is totally in their own world with their head in the clouds. So I was kind of shocked to learn that Aquarians are the ones that are leading us forward to a better world.
The thing with Aquarians is that they're very individualistic in the way they approach society. So a lot of them are delusional and think that they're the chosen ones, that they can have an impact and they can change the world. And sometimes they do. So Aquarians have a really tricky relationship to changing the world because on one hand, they're fully delusional. And on the other hand, sometimes it works out.
Aquarians are very highly intelligent. I mean, to a point where they become unrelatable. Aquarians do not do feelings, they do concepts.
Aquarians are intellectuals. They love technology, and Aquarians are about the future. They like to look forward. They don't dwell on the past. They're not nostalgic. They don't care about sort of like mushy Cancerian Pisces emotions. They're really about like looking ahead.
Aquarians are also known for their really non-conformist attitude, and that also manifests itself in their aesthetics. You'll notice that Aquarians tend to have a really offbeat, unique fashion sense, taste in home decor. It's all about standing out for Aquarians.
They don't want to be a part of the crowd. They want to lead the crowd, but they don't want to be a part of it.
Also, Aquarians are truly just rebels. They want to stir things up, shake things up. That is truly who they are.
Let's take a look at celebrities born during Aquarius season.
First up, it's the queen of the whole fucking world. It's Oprah, born January 29.
Oprah!
I mean, that is a signature Oprah move. You know that whenever Oprah would introduce her guests, she would yell their names. I live for it.
Miley Cyrus!
So of course Oprah is known as a humanitarian work. She has done incredible charitable work throughout her entire career, but she sort of lives up to that Aquarian contradiction of being the saver of the world, but also being caught up in her own world. I'll never forget the time during the recession around 2008, 2009, and Oprah was doing these live Friday episodes, and one of them had Gayle and Tyler Perry, and they were all just talking about how they fly private jets and how Oprah bought Tyler Perry a Bentley for his birthday. So like, you know, Oprah is amazing, but let's keep it a little real.
You know, she opened this girls' school in South Africa. So as an Aquarius, I bet that she feels she can do whatever she wants because she is so involved in good causes.
Of course, and there's that Aquarian delusion that also applies to Oprah. Oprah is not above the Aquarian delusions of grandeur. Of course, Oprah's show defined 25 years of pop culture. Pop culture as we know it would not exist without Oprah. She has interviewed everyone and she has always asked the hard-hitting questions. I think the most important question she ever asked was to Meghan Markle when she said, "Were you silent or were you silenced?"
Were you silent or were you silenced?
Media is a huge Aquarian trait. Aquarius rule the media. They love the media. They understand how media works. And this is no coincidence that Oprah's Aquarius.
Before we move on from Oprah, I just want to throw a few major iconic Oprah moments at you. There was, of course, the time where she gave everybody a car. There was the time where Tom Cruise jumped up on her sofa and grabbed her and shook her.
Have you ever felt this way before?
There's the time that her and Gail went to an Amish society and lived there for 24 hours. They were supposed to be there for like a week, but they couldn't handle it. Oprah is everything.
No, I don't. I think I'll be spending another night here. I'll be traumatized by the mice.
Our next Aquarian celebrity is Paris Hilton, born February 17th. Paris is actually 40 years old. She's turning 41 in 2022. She is now a married woman, and she is such an Aquarius. First of all, kooky sense of style, all pink all the time. She's the original kind of influencer celebrity in the social media age. For a long time, I didn't really understand why people were fans of Paris Hilton, but now I get it. You know, I listened to her song Stars Are Blind. It came out in the late 2000s. And I'm like, this girl, she is so good, so funny, and so in on the joke, and that's what I love about Paris. There's a line in this song where she sings, "You can see me, the real me inside, and I'm satisfied," and that is so Aquarian. Like, they really just want to be seen for who they are, but it's not really about the other person. It's just like validation is what they're seeking.
Even though the gods are crazy, even though the stars are blind.
Of course, we know Paris from The Simple Life.
Oh my god, they're just getting human stuff all over us.
And from being like this really incredible businesswoman, for being Kim Kardashian's boss, you know, almost 20 years ago. But I think this clip of David Letterman cornering Paris when she's coming on the show to promote whatever she's promoting, and he's trying to corner her into speaking about her going to jail, is something you never, ever, ever do to an Aquarius.
I know, but now you're making me sad that I came because you're hurting my feelings. Please, don't be sad.
Next up is a true gay icon. It's the one and only Ellen DeGeneres, born January 26th. Now, we all kind of know Ellen today as the villain of the 2S LGBTQ+ community, but there was a time when Ellen was a hero, and we should not forget that. Ellen had one of the most groundbreaking, important public coming outs ever in the 90s when she came out as gay on her 90s TV show Ellen. Take a look.
I'm gay.
I think that speaks to that activist and rebellious spirit of Aquarius, of Ellen being on this mega successful comedy show and just wanting to be her authentic self and taking that risk, knowing very well that in the 90s, so many people's careers ended after they came out. And that did happen to Ellen. There was a major backlash against her.
The announcements have set off a huge debate.
The ratings of her show went down. It was canceled. She was super depressed, but she came back in true Aquarius style with her now mega successful, that definitely rivals Oprah's The Ellen Show.
And I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I love Jesus, but I drink a little.
I mean, throughout the years on The Ellen Show, Ellen has helped so many people, given away so much money. She's become friends and interviewed every celebrity possible. And I think where the Aquarian delusion comes into place is that this whole time, Ellen thought she was making everyone happy in the world a better place. But behind the scenes, all of her employees were living an extremely toxic environment and hating Ellen. That all came to light thanks to one very important celebrity, Dakota Johnson.
I wasn't invited.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen. You were invited.
Dakota totally called Ellen out on her mean girl shit. And from there, it only got worse. During the pandemic, Ellen's employees came forward, and Ellen's basically retiring now. So I feel very conflicted about Ellen. I'm so grateful for the road that she paved. I just wish that she didn't let all of this success get to her head and turn evil. Ellen, come back to us. Or we'll take a break first and then come back to us. Our next Aquarian celebrity is Laura Dern, born February 10th. I think it's safe to say that Laura Dern is every gay person's favorite actress. She has had the most iconic roles, from Jurassic Park to Wild.
Cheryl, if there's one thing I can teach you, it's how to find your best self.
And of course, Big Little Lies, which I think is when we all had this major Laura Dern reawakening, because no one embodies the desperate, terrifying, clueless, delusional, rich white woman quite like Laura Dern. She has that nailed. And for whatever reason, us LGBTQ folks have always been fascinated with rich white women on the verge of a nervous breakdown.
So don't go there. Don't go there, judgy judger.
Laura, thank you for all of the iconic moments that you have given us.
Lucky Stars viewers, maybe at this point you know that I love to tap into queer history. My next pick is Virginia Woolf, born January 25th. Yes, she is a queer icon. She's part of the queer canon. She is the original sad girl as portrayed by Nicole Kidman in The Hours.
I wish, for your sake, Leonard, I could be happy in this quietness.
Of course, Virginia Woolf wrote Orlando, a pioneering work of queer literature adapted with Tilda Swinton in the early 90s.
Same person. No difference at all.
But she's also the object of a queer romance movie about her story with Vida Sackville-West, another writer from the early 20th century.
Why do you think your books sell more than mine?
Popularity was never a sign of genius.
And one of her colleagues at Xtra Magazine said that the movie looks like it's an AI-generated film about two lesbians falling in love.
Are you going to smoke that?
Okay, so I have to end this with a totally underrated Aquarian icon legend, Yoko Ono, born February 18th. To me, it does not get more Aquarius than Yoko Ono, who is simultaneously a rebel heart warrior activist and also the most wacky performance artist living in her own universe. I love her so much. Now, I really have to thank Yoko Ono for breaking up the Beatles, because I love it when things straight guys love are ruined. And Yoko ruined the thing they love the most. Thank you, Yoko. Thank you.
Yoko sat in that very chair.
And that's a wrap for Aquarius season. Wow, what a trip. Thank you so much for watching. You can subscribe to the Xtra Magazine YouTube channel. You can also comment, share this video with an Aquarius, and we'll be back next month for the final installment of Lucky Stars with the sign Pisces.
I'm a Pisces. I have been waiting since we started this show to do this episode. I can't wait. I will just say it right now. Pisces are the best. We're carrying the entire zodiac on our shoulders. Don't miss it. Come celebrate Pisces next month.